Union Cabinet gives nod to setting up of 2 institutes in Andhra Pradesh, including an agricultural institute in Rajamundry. Cabinet approves signing the Paris Agreement on climate change. 130 countries, including India, to sign the agreement on the 22nd of April. Union Minister Prakash Javadekar says centre sensitive to drought situation in the country, funds released wherever necessary. He also says government monitoring rising pulse prices. States told to act against hoarders. Meanwhile, Jal Doot, a 50-wagon train carrying 25 lakh litres, reaches drought-hit Latur. Polling for the crucial third phase of West Bengal Assembly elections for 62 seats, including 7 constituencies in Kolkata, will be held tomorrow. Over 1.37 crore electorate will seal the fate of 418 candidates, including 34 female, who are in the fray. Meanwhile, elaborate security arrangements are in place for holding free and fair elections in the state. The Uttarakhand High Court today said that the legitimacy of President's decision to suspend the state assemblies is subject to judicial review, as even he can go wrong. A bench of Chief Justice K.M. Joseph and Justice V.K. Bisht made the observation when the centre argued that the President took the decision to impose Article 356 of the Constitution in his political wisdom. The bench was hearing arguments on the petition filed by the ousted Chief Minister Harish Rawat. India has said it will raise in the United Nations the recent WTO ruling which decided that the country's solar power purchase agreements were inconsistent with international norms. Environment Minister Prakash Javadekar, while terming the WTO ruling as unfortunate, noted that the developed world should not have objections on such a small thing. Earlier today, Power Minister Piyush Goyal had said India will appeal against the ruling at the WTO's appellate body. Normalcy is fast returning to Handwara in Kashmir, with curfew relaxed completely. Schools and markets reopened today. Meanwhile, 1 suspect has been arrested in the molestation case on the basis of the complaint filed by the victim. The hunt is on for the 2nd suspect. President Pranab Mukherjee has termed the services sector the current millennium and said that it is an agent of change for the country and the key driver for its economic growth. He added that India has one of the fastest growing services sectors in the world, with annual growth rate of above 9% since 2001. The President said while inaugurating the 2nd edition of Global Exhibition on Services 2016 in Greater Noida today. India has asked global community to toughen collective fight against the nexus of organized drug trafficking and terrorist networks. Union Finance Minister Arun Jaitley has said the drug problem has global dimensions and requires collaboration across borders. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to give away awards to bureaucrats from both the centre and states for excellence in implementing NDA government's priority programs like Swachh Bharat Mission and Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. The event is being organised as the 10th Civil Services Day on Thursday. The 3-day International Yoga Fest, a curtain raiser for International Day of Yoga 2016, was inaugurated by Minister of State for Ayush, Shripad Yesunaik, in New Delhi today. Addressing the participants, the minister said that yoga is the greatest gift of this country to the entire mankind. The Yoga Festival has been organized by the Ministry of Ayush to sensitize the masses regarding the celebration of International Day of Yoga. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has joined world leaders at Madame Tussauds attractions in Asia and Europe. New wax figures of the Prime Minister today took up residence at 4 Madame Tussauds attractions in London, Singapore, Hong Kong and Bangkok, after the statesman met himself in wax at a private viewing earlier this week. The death toll from Saturday's devastating earthquake in Ecuador has risen to 525 and could increase by many more, authorities said. Figures given by officials for the number of people missing range from 231 to 1,700. Meanwhile, a new 6.2 magnitude quake struck off the Ecuadorian coast today, the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center said. The casualty total from Tuesday's major attack in Kabul has risen to 64 killed, more than double the total previously estimated by police, and 347 wounded, Afghan Interior Ministry said. The attack, which was quickly claimed by the Taliban, was the deadliest single incident of its kind in Kabul since 2011. The BCCI today announced the appointment of Rahul Johri as the Chief Executive Officer. Rahul, who was last serving as Discovery Network's Asia Pacific's Executive Vice President, will take on his new role starting June 1st, 2016 onwards, reporting to Secretary BCCI. The creation of the post of the CEO was a change recommended by the 3-member Lodha panel in its report in January this year. NASA has released a majestic video of the Northern Lights. The footage shows the Aurora Borealis and Aurora Australis as seen from an astronaut's perspective. The time-lapse video shot from the International Space Station shows the ethereal and hazy light formations passing across the right side of the planet.